After the touchdown, it off. Here's Tate to return. He'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The focus shifts back to Daniel Jones and company. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes all that extra pressure on yourself.
Get worse after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
19 yards.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done. This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end pass. Rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it. Together, the front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Jones now throwing again on 2nd and 10. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Sacked there by Ray Lewis. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And with the Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles? And that's caught inside the 35. So the contact came before the ball got contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
A gain of 8 brings up 3rd.
Here's Johnson now, the fullback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So we've hit intermission, an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
Nothing.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. From the 6. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. He's past the 30. Okay. He will score.
Touchdown, Ravens.
So how about the game he's having? He had the punt return earlier for a touchdown. Now the kick return to balance things out.
And oftentimes, guys who are on punt return and kickoff return, many of them are the same guys. And they're devoted to a return guy who can break big plays. And when that happens and they know it's there, they're going to block that much harder and be that much more skillful, as well as utilizing his talents. And this is what you get. Punt return, kick return, a huge game.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Here's Tate to return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
On the return. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Strip that ball. 51, Mike 51.
From the gun, Jones hit in the ball zone, and the Ravens have got it.
The quarterback set. A fumble on the
party. They went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Oh, he trucked him. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
All right, I've got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side. Of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
What he's saying, I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely. Still got a lot of life left in those legs. Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back. He's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Here's Tate to return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
On the return. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
The conversion is no good on the fake extra point.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Here's Tate to return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
New York set to take the field. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Jones on 1st and 10. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. We're in Baltimore. 3rd quarter action. 2nd and 10.
Down and 10.
Off play action. Jones. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Grady Jarrett, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now Jones. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, D'Angelo Hall. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
And he's going to keep it here. Good move at the 30. Past the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It's a gain of 34. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Back now in Baltimore. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Gannon. Flash those fast feet, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. It's as he can't get any closer to the end zone. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. He's going to take off with it. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Here's Tate to return. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
A fumble on the play.